Ladies and gentlemen, we meet again towards Parashat Dvarim Shabbat Chazon, which is Erev Tisha B'Av. Short and sweet idea coming from the first psukim of this parasha, which affects and makes us understand in a deeper way what Tisha B'Av is really all about. Moshe Rabeinu is standing in front of all of the Jewish people. After being going through the desert for 40 years, these are the last 5 weeks of his life. This is his final will and testament. And what is he saying to them? These are the important things I want to say to them. So first of all, it says, Kol Israel, which means I know and I care about each Jewish person. That's point number one. And he brings it throughout the book. He talks about many of the mitzvot between Jews and talks about many of the issues, how much we have to know and care about each other and for each other. The second issue is Torah itself. In the 5th pasuk it says, Ho'il Moshe be'eret haTorah hazot, which means he stood in front of Am Yisrael and explained the Torah, gave us the oral Torah. The explanation, we have to know and care about Torah. And that goes throughout the whole book of Deuteronomy, the whole book of Devarim, which talks about Shema Yisrael and the issue of listening to the word of God, listening to the Torah, learning Torah, knowing it and caring about it. And that's what the Netziv says in the introduction, that this book is really all about. That's why it's called Mishneh Torah, from the word Sheni. We have to go over the Torah again and again, through the written law, through the oral law. We have to continue it. And the third issue, which comes up in the first few psukim, is Re'eh natati lifnechem et haaretz. See, I have given you the land of Israel. Bo urushu et haaretz. Come and settle it. Settle it. Welcome. Know about the land. Care about the land. These are the three focal points, not only in the beginning of the book and the beginning of the parasha, but in the whole book. The three focal points are the basis of our identity as a nation. That means we have to know each other, we have to know our history, we have to know our destiny, we have to know our Torah, our language, culture, religion. We have to know where it came from and where it's taking us to and how to apply it. We have to learn Torah and understand it and care for it. And the third issue is Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel. We have to know about it, care for it, and do whatever we can to have a positive relationship with the land of Israel itself. These are the three messages, and therefore, in the continuation of the chapter, he nominates Yehoshua ben Nun as his successor. Why is Yehoshua ben Nun his successor? Because we know from previous acquaintance with Yehoshua ben Nun na'alo yamish mitoch ha'ohel. He was the one who studied Torah all day. Number two, we know that Ish Asher Ruach Bo, he knows how to deal with each and every Jew. And the third issue is that he didn't fall into the trap of the Meraglim. So he has all the three components. He loves the people, he loves the Torah, and he loves the land. And this is very important to understand before Tisha B'Av. Why? Because the first temple was destroyed for three reasons. One is because of murder, shfichut damim, which means that the issue of interpersonal relationship between people deteriorated. People didn't care about each other. The second issue brought down is idolatry, avodah zarah, and avodah zarah means we didn't care about the Torah, and we went into the different idol worship. And the third issue is gilui arayot, sexual misconduct, which in a few parashot we see also Achreimot and Kedoshim, we see that if we act if we have a sexual misconduct, the land will refute us. So that's the connection to the land. However, when we come to the second temple, what are the reasons for the destruction of the second temple? Again, interestingly enough, there are three reasons. One reason is unreasonable hatred, sinat chinam, which means a breakdown of the people. The second reason is shelo birchu b'torah tchila, they didn't have appreciation for Torah. And the third reason is Shema'asu be'eretz chemda, that they didn't like the land of Israel. They despised the land of Israel. They didn't want it anymore. So here we see that our the building of our national pride and who we are is based on these three issues. One is who we are, the people, which is done in Pesach. And the second one is the Torah, which is Shavuos. Shavuos is all about giving Torah. And Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael is Sukkot. Why? Because Sukkot is the time that we've had 4 months to bring Bikurim, and we're happy with our produce of the land, and we sit in our hut and we give praise of all the wonderful things that we have in Eretz Yisrael. And that's what Sukkot is really all about. So basically, that is the fundamental. Those are fundamental components of our identity, and our nationality, and our religion. And therefore, these three components are so central. Moshe Rabeinu has to express them immediately in the beginning of his final will and testament, his final Devarim, his final Deuteronomy, his final 5 weeks of his life. But these are the three reasons that we find the first temple was destroyed and the second temple was destroyed, because if one of the three is deteriorating, we're falling apart. And if all the three are deteriorating, how much more so we're falling apart? So what are we looking forward to? We're looking forward towards Geula. And we claim that redemption is on the way. We already have the land of Israel. We already have 45% of the Jewish people in the land of Israel. We have more yeshivot and ulpanot, more people learning Torah in the land of Israel than ever before in recorded history. We're making progress, but what are we looking forward to? What is the real goal? The real goal has to be on 3 levels. We need success on the social level, on Am Yisrael, to show that we care about each other. We really care about each other. So we need social justice, which means a Sanhedrin. If we really care about Torah and we really care about mitzvahs, we need the most religious person, that means religious leading, which means a Kohen Gadol, high priest. And if we really care about the land, then we have to get organized to get a king. And the king is called Mashiach, HaMelech HaMashiach. We hope to see Geula Shlema, B'mheira B'yomeinu, Amen.